Finally, we can relate. Now we're side by side, this is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.
My god, these credits are still going. Oh, so Sonic Colors has by far the longest credits of any Sonic game. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, because there's no more theme songs playing, I am now going to actually destroy the credits. It at least gives you something to do, but this is overdoing it. These credits are like 14 minutes long. It's way too long. If you can re-watch the credits if you want to. That's what I had to do so I could play the theme song. But yeah, when you go onto the world map, once you've beaten the story, you will see like there's this little glowing star off to the right, and that's the credits. Eggman doesn't have any opening quotes, right? It's not like he goes, "Next up, the credit sequence. Waste your time by destroying the names of all those responsible for the game." Yeah, you can use the whisks to destroy the names to an extent. I never grabbed any, there were 2 whisks I never ended up grabbing. I may have missed them earlier on, but there are 2 that I didn't get. I think one was Cube and the other was Hover? I can't remember. Yeah, even though we've just listened to 2 theme songs, these credits have still got a long way to go. That said, the first song we heard was Speak With Your Heart. That's pretty much the closing theme of the game. And it's okay. I'm not a fan of like the really electronic voice that Cash Cash has for like the song that he has in the song. It's too much for me. So there are times where I can't understand a word he is saying. I like the chorus. That's about it. It's a good song, but I don't think it's as good as some of the other like slower themes. I prefer My Destiny in 06. I prefer Dear My Friend in Unleashed. I guess you could count Live Life. That's still technically, I mean, that's still a Crush 40 song, but it's slower than most of theirs. From Sonic and the Black Knight. And then, no, that was it for a while actually. Then we got the one in Sonic Forces. I don't remember. And then our second song is the same one that we heard in the intro, which was Reach for the Stars. Only this time we got to hear it in full. And I definitely prefer that. It's still Cash Cash, but I can still actually make out what he's saying. And I definitely prefer that song compared to Speak With Your Heart. Team Globetrotter, there's a name. Overall, I still don't think that's Reach for the Stars, Open Your Heart. Yeah, I love Open Your Heart. Never used to, but I really do now. I still don't think Reach for the Stars can match other songs in the Sonic series, but it's still pretty good. It's a bit too high pitched at the end for my liking, but other than that, it's still a pretty good song. For a long time, this was actually the last Sonic game to have a theme song. Because Generations didn't have a theme song, Lost World didn't have a theme song, Boom didn't have a theme song. It wouldn't be until we got Fist Bump that we finally got some songs back in the Sonic series. Well, Fist Bump was the main theme, then we also had like Infinite's theme, we had the closing theme for Forces. If you want to count the Avatar stages, go ahead. But it was a really long time, and now even the racing games are getting them back. You know, we had Green Light Ride for Team Sonic Racing. The first time we had Crush 40 do an original song since Black Knight, which was 8 years before it. If not more than that, well, however long it was. No, that game came out this year. 10 years. 10 years. I'm saying 8 years. That was Generations. It had been a really long time, that's all that needs to be said. But anyway, overall, Sonic Colors, I still think it's a great game. Again, I do not know why its reputation has just gone into the gutter after such a short amount of time, like literally overnight. You go 6 years loving the hell out of the game, and then in the course of one night, it becomes damn near Sonic 06. I don't know how it's happened. You'll never convince me that Sonic Colors is a bad game. It has its problems, sure. It's a bit slow. It's a bit stiff in the controls. Hey, hacker. And it is a bit too much on the 2D side. But other than that, I still think that Sonic Colors is a great game. Definitely one worth checking out. And yeah, so next up in the Sonic the Hedgehog retrospective, we're finally heading into the world of the handhelds with the Nintendo 3DS version of Sonic Generations. But we have another little game before that. We're returning to some familiar territory. So I will see you guys then.